Hello, fellow book lovers. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the second book, The Dreamland Billionaires Trilogy by Lauren Asher. The first book was about Rowan Kane and his journey to complete the condition to get his inheritance. Terms and Conditions is the title of the second novel in Lauren Asher's Dreamland Billionaires series, which is a contemporary romance. In this book, Declan, the oldest Kane brother, is the main focus as he deals with a contractual marriage involving his assistant, Iris. In the chapters, the point of view shifts between Iris and Declan in the first person. Iris and Cal are introduced in the opening scene of Terms and Conditions, at Declan's phony engagement celebration with his arranged bride, Bethany. Bethany backs out at the last moment, but Iris steps in. Even though she's Declan's assistant, Cal advises Iris to be cautious, fearing that Declan poses a threat to her well-being. In a mere 2 weeks, Iris organizes the wedding. Once they are married, Iris settles into Declan's house. Their close proximity leads to the revelation of hidden parts of themselves, causing both to wrestle with their attraction and the blurred distinction between truth and illusion in their relationship. In the meantime, Seth, Declan's father, tries to prevent him from becoming CEO. While he lacks access to Declan's inheritance terms, he believes the marriage is a sham and proposes paying Iris more than Declan to end it. After Seth announces his plan to challenge Declan's CEO position, Declan chooses to go on the honeymoon they had initially planned to skip. The honeymoon in South Africa was meant to be a getaway for Iris, but Declan has her working on revising Mr. Yakura's contract for Dreamland Tokyo. Iris openly expresses her frustration with the sacrifices she made for Declan's sake. Declan admits his fault and pleads with Yakura for an extended deadline. To tackle rumors about their marriage and combat hateful comments, Iris suggests going on fake dates. Declan reveals on their first date that he no longer wants their relationship to be artificial. Despite Iris's initial refusal, they ultimately become closer. Because of her dyslexia, Iris has to allocate twice the time on her projects, carefully reviewing for errors and typos. On their visit to the botanical gardens, Declan surprises Iris by acknowledging her dyslexia and praising her as an exceptional employee. Iris starts to warm up to Declan because he listens to her talk about the flowers they see at the gardens. The act of kissing him alters their relationship. That day, they make love. And despite his longing for a child to fulfill his grandfather's will, Declan wears protection. When Yakura states that he is no longer interested in their deal due to differing interests, things start to unravel. Declan, Iris, and Cal suspect Seth as the culprit, leading Iris to invite Yakura for a personal tour of Florida Dreamland with her and Declan. Yakura arrives with Seth, who proceeds to dominate the meeting. He gives Iris a call while she's enjoying her day off. She rushes to help him. As the situation worsens, Iris takes Declan aside to see how he's doing, but he reacts by blaming her for the deal falling through. Iris, who is hurt, flies back to Chicago in the company's private jet. Instead of being at home with Declan, Iris decides to stay with Cal in Chicago, and Declan learns that she has not only resigned from her job but will also be taking her accumulated vacation days during her intended 2-week notice. Cal will take her place. Upon realizing her fear of failure has been a barrier, Iris resolves to enroll in college, an endeavor she previously lacked the courage for. During this time, Declan strategizes on how to regain her affections. Upon witnessing Declan's efforts, Cal chooses to lend a hand. In a bid to show his dedication to starting a family, Declan acquires a dog, a minivan, and an old farmhouse, reminiscent of Iris's dream of restoring one. Taking her to the farmhouse outside the city, he pulls her out in the rain wearing the exact suit from her fantasy. He asks her to marry him for real. Iris accepts, and Declan discloses that he has acquired a house for them, a place to build their life together. The best part is the greenhouse, which Iris has always dreamt of having. In the epilogue, Iris shows up at the office a year later to shock Declan with news of their future daughter. In the extended epilogue, their daughter is 5 years old, and Iris is carrying twins. To celebrate Iris's college graduation, Declan has arranged a party. The novel concludes with Declan delivering a heartfelt speech in honor of Iris, incorporating their inside joke by using foreign words to express their emotions. This is great read for those who like office romance novels. I'm not a big fan of this genre, so for me it was not that intriguing.